So you got a new Do-more starter kit and you want to get up and running quickly, right? No problem. Here's what you should have in the box: a copy of the software, a code to get free training from interconnecting automation, the PLC which is pre-wired and ready to go with the Do-more processor, with or without the Ethernet port depending upon which kit you ordered, of course, an 8-input simulator card so you can manually drive the inputs, and an 8-output relay card, a USB programming cable, and the printed user manual. Here we go. Step 1. Install the software. I'm going to assume you know how to do that. Step 2. Plug the PLC in. You should see the 8 LEDs on the processor rotate for about 2 seconds like this. Move the toggle switch on the Do-more to stop and then to terminal. That'll make sure the PLC is not running and is ready to be programmed. Step 3. Attach the USB programming cable to the Do-more and to your PC. Step 4. Launch the Do-more Designer software you installed in Step 1. Your screen should look something like this. Go ahead and close the tips, and I'm going to resize my window here so you can see everything. There we go. To create a new program, say New, give it a name. We'll call it New Program. Select the processor you're targeting it for. I have the Ethernet module one here, so I'll select that. And here's our new blank project. For our project, we'll simply have input X0, drive output Y0. And while we're at it, let's take the X0 input, invert it, and send that out to Y1. To do that, I'm going to create a wire by holding Control, down arrow, and I want to insert an invert operator right here. So I'm going to click on Instructions, click on Invert, and accept it. Control W completes the wire where I want to drive Y1. And that's our program. So X0 will drive Y0, and an inverted version of X0 will drive Y1. The yellow bar tells me I need to accept the program and do my syntax check. We do. Everything's fine. The green bar tells me I need to save the program, so I do. And we're ready to write to the PLC. The right PLC is dimmed out because we haven't connected to the PLC yet. So you should have your Do-more processor plugged into the 205 rack, powered up, and connected to your computer via the USB cable. Once you've done that, you say PLC, connect, and we need to create a link to that processor. So we're going to add a link. We are connected via the USB cable, and here's a list of all the processors currently connected. Of course, we only have one, so that's the one we see here. By the way, this number here is the number you see printed on the label on the processor. Let's give this link a name. I'll call it New Link for now, and say Finish. So we've created our new link to the processor, so we select that. Do-more Designer connects to the processor and asks us, do we want to go online with this processor and view the disk-based project that we just created? Do we want to go online and view what's in the PLC? Well, we don't have anything in the PLC, so let's choose the disk project. And it's warning us, this project that we have is different than what's in the PLC. Are we sure we want to continue? Yep. Do-more Designer connects, and we're now ready to write this program to the PLC. This PLC was left in run mode because I was doing something earlier, so I'm going to tell it to switch to program mode, and the program gets downloaded to the processor. Do I want to switch back to run mode? Sure. And now we're up and running. If we turn on the status, then we can see what's going on in our processor. Currently, X0 is not on, and Y0 is not being driven, but Y1 is because it's an inverted version of X0. If I reach over to my processor and flip the X0 switch, sure enough, X0 turns on, Y0 turns on, and Y1 turns off. I can also see the LEDs that correspond to these outputs light up on the processor. If I want to view and control elements within the ladder program, I can bring up a data view. Let's say I want to monitor or even edit control pit C0. I just put that here, turn on edit mode, and now by clicking on these buttons, I can control C0 or anything else I put in this list. If I double click on, it gives me a little warning saying, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am. And C0 turns on. And it turns off. Well, that should be enough to get you up and running. Check out the other how-to videos in this series to get a quick head start on getting the most out of your Do-more processor. Then head over to Interconnecting Automation to get your free in-depth online training. And as always, please contact tech support if you have any questions. They're standing by, ready to help you. Spend less, do more. From Automation Direct.